What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. In good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so listen. This is like my third video today. I'm trying to pump out these videos because I only have certain times when I can record, and I just try to pump them. So, yep. Bear with me. I could misspeak or I could, mess up, but just bear with me because I'm doing back to back to back. Okay, now listen, if you haven't bought your t-shirt already, please email me at gmail. See, I told you I'm already tripping. 32icon@gmail.com, okay? Or go on Facebook, 32icon, and you can find me there, all right? This video is impromptu, okay? It's impromptu because it's on my mind and I haven't really wrote out exactly how I want to put it because I want it to be as authentic as possible. So I'm just going to talk. All right. So this YouTube grind is hard. Okay. So it don't matter if you are talking about hot topics, if you're talking about electronics, if you're talking about vacationing, firearms, what have you. This grind is hard, and it's hard because your videos are always being demonetized for some reason. Maybe you said something that YouTube didn't like, or maybe you showed a firearm, or you got too political or what have you. And just by me saying this stuff, this video could also be demonetized, but it's all good. So you gotta grind, okay? And what I mean by that is that you have to put out content that people want to see. All right. You have to have something that sets your channel apart from other channels, right? Because why would they watch you if they could watch someone else? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's mega YouTubers on here. So you have to really stand out in whatever it is that you do. And you also have to network. Okay. And networking is not just networking with people you're comfortable speaking with. Just like if you're out trying to find a job, you're going to have to talk to some people who you may not normally speak with, but you have to find a connection and some type of commonality where you guys can get on one accord and you can network. It may not be for the job that you want that day, but it could help you down the line. And so as you're creating a channel and you're talking to people, you may not just talk to this one particular sector of people. You may have to branch out and talk to this sector of people, or branch out and go over there and talk to that sector of people. You have to constantly build your network, and in that you will find that people will help you, but you also in turn have to help other people. Don't get so tunnel vision and trying to piggyback off of what other people have done, because what would eventually happen is that you will piggyback off of them, and then people will come to your channel and watch, and then they'll realize that that content is not for them, and they'll unsubscribe. So you'll get the subscribers, but then they will unsubscribe. And people unsubscribe for various reasons. Sometimes they outgrow your channel. Sometimes they only subscribe because someone else told them to. Sometimes they were just doing you a favor. Sometimes it could be that you changed up your content and it's no longer what they want to see. Sometimes they realize they don't like you. Other times it could be that they like that particular video that they saw and decided to subscribe, but then the more content you put out, they realize that this might not be the channel for me. And that is okay. You will gain subscribers and you will lose subscribers. But in that time, you have to have something to produce that will make them want to stay. So if you're just piggybacking off of somebody else and hoping that they come to your channel, they'll come because the person that you're piggybacking off of, they probably follow them or they respect them. But then eventually, if you're not offering anything with any substance, they're going to bounce. They're not going to hang around. And so you have to find other ways to build an audience, to grind, right? So sometimes what I have done is if you saw my subscription list, I watch everybody. Not everybody, but I watch a plethora, right? A sundry of people, whether it's in entertainment, firearms, comedy, documentaries, scientific stuff. I watch a plethora of things. And in that, I get ideas of what I want to talk about on my channel. And so sometimes it's very impromptu where the idea will come bing, or sometimes you guys in the comments will say something that will trigger a thought that, hey, I might need to touch on this. But either way, I'm always looking for little ideas to continue expanding my content, because eventually for a firearms channel, I'm going to run out of firearms. Like, that's just the nature of the beast. That's why a lot of people trade, people borrow. That's because eventually you will run out unless you just have a unlimited discretionary fund. You're going to run out. So you have to have other ideas that's going to propel your channel to the next level. And by watching other YouTubers, whether it's in your content or not, that will help you with ideas that will push your channel forward. Okay, so you can't get into a situation where you're begging for subscribers, right? You don't want to beg anybody for anything, but you want to be in a position where if they come and they find you, that you have some type of quality to offer them in your videos. So I'm just trying to inspire those who watch me, whether you're in the firearms community or not. I'm just trying to give you something that's going to be inspirational, something that's going to, light a little fire under your butt. And listen, I don't know it all, okay? You guys know that. I tell you that all the time. I don't know it all. But what I do know is what I know and what I share with you guys. And what I do know is that when people come to this channel, from what I've seen, people come to this channel because it's lighthearted, it's fun. I talk about firearms, right? I can get real with you guys, but yeah, I keep my personal business. I try to help. I try to guide, especially newcomers who are, here because they just got their permit or they're thinking about getting their permit, women who are now interested. I try to give a little bit of everything, but at the same time, stay true to who I am and within my core. And so I think that has been working for me. And all I'm trying to do is just offer you a little bit of tidbit of my experience and how I've been able to grow this channel. And again, I think all the subscribers who have come along, who have joined in the journey, and many have fallen off. Many have decided, hey, 32 Icon is not my cup of tea, and that's great, that's fine. And then others I've had to block. So, yes, I could have a larger subscription base, but it's really, sometimes it's not all about, oh, I want to have 100,000, 500,000, a million. Those are great goals. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have 1 million subscribers, but sometimes you have to really look at the granular details of where you're trying to go with your channel. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What are you trying to offer? If it's just mainly to build subscriptions and get paid, then I'm not disputing that. Do your thing. But I also think that's fleeing, right? Because then now you're flowing with the wind. Whichever way the wind blows, you're going with the wind, right? Instead of being solid and firm and having a foundation of where you want your channel to go. And with that, you'll be able to block things that are not for you. You'll be able to receive things that are blessings and will help grow your channel. And you're able to anchor yourself in something that is going to make you proud of the content that you're distributing to your audience. So that's a little tidbit from Philosopher 32 Icon, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. I like messing with y'all. I like having fun, but I'm just trying to be who I am and trying to help those who come along. And listen, I don't know it all, but I've learned from watching other channels. I've learned from watching other YouTubers. I've learned things to do that will be helpful for me, and I learned things to stay away from that might not be the best. And everyone may not agree with how I roll, and that is okay. Everything is not for everybody. I tell you that all the time. I've been telling you that 2 years ago when I started my channel. Oh, Liv, show me this, show me that, show your gun safe, do this, do that. No, because everything is not for everybody. So there are going to be some people who roll along in your boat, and there are going to be some people that say, hey, this is my stop, I need to get off, and that's cool. But nonetheless, I'm still going to do me. Just like when I've unsubscribed from various channels, I'm like, okay, this content is not for me anymore, or I'm bored with it, or they changed their angle and I'm going to move along. They're still blossoming without me, right? They still doing their thing without me. They didn't need me. But it's not to say that they were just like, okay, bye. It was more like, okay, I understand this is your stop, but I'm going to keep going on. And that's how I am. That's what I learned with my channel. You may not rock with me, and that is okay. But guess what? This is your stop. But me, I'm going to keep going on. And so I try to network with others because it's going to continue to help me grow and push me. And at the same time, we're going to help each other. So if you're, if you have a YouTube channel and you're looking to, hang around for a little bit, then you gotta start learning. It's not all about sub, like, share. It's not always about that. It's about giving some good quality content, and those who are for you will be for you. And those who are not, are not. And there is nothing wrong with telling people to like, subscribe, and share. I say it every time I come onto this video, to like and share. Actually, I don't tell you how to share. Yes, y'all should be sharing my videos. I don't tell you how to share. But when I come on, I say it, and then I'm on with it. I move on. And if you hang out and you come back, then great. But sometimes it's not always about, oh, I gotta build it up. Yeah, you do, but calm down, relax. It'll get there. Just chill out. It'll get there. All right. And I've been on, October will be 3 years since I made my first video. 3 years in October. So I'm at 2.5 years now at 36,000 subscribers, which I never thought I would get to. So it's a process. And there are people who've been on here for 10 years. There are people who've been on here for 5 years, and it takes time. But guess what? That length of time, that's clout. That shows consistency. And I'm not saying been on here just throwing up random videos, but been on here and been producing quality work. Like, that's respectable. So you gotta put in the work, and people die off. People do, they'll put a video up once or twice every week, and then they'll be on here for maybe 4, 5, 6 months, and you'll go look at their videos, and the last time they posted was 1 month ago. Well, if you want that subscriber base to go up and you want to start making a couple of dollars, if that's your goal, then you can't be posting videos a month ago. And not saying that you shouldn't take a break, because I think your mental health is important. So if you take a break and you say, hey, I need to get off YouTube for a minute, this is too much, then that's cool. But if you're just inconsistent because you're being lazy, then, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. You're just being lazy. But if you're taking a break because you need that time, or something happened in your family and you need that mental health break, then so be it. But a lot of times people will come into my comments and say, Liv, come check out my channel, or I'm trying to build my channel up, and this, that, and the third. And I go to their channel and it's, how can I say this? It's inconsistent with the uploads, or the quality isn't as good, then I instantly see, just by looking at their videos, where they're lacking. And it's not my place to tell them, because they didn't ask me for my advice. But if they ask me for my advice, then I'll give it to them. But I'm not the type of person that will offer my advice if you didn't ask. But if they ask me, hey, Liv, what do you think? Then I'll say, hey, well, this is the situation. But you can see where the inconsistency is starting, and that is going to be a roadblock to their success if they plan on being a successful YouTube personality. Okay, I told you this video was going to be random, and it was just my thoughts on the situation, but I wanted to get it out because I knew that if I lost it, then it wouldn't be as authentic anymore. So if I had to leave it with any advice, I would say produce good content, network with people, not just people who you like and who you get along with, but reach out, get a little bit uncomfortable, because all that's going to do is build up good karma, all right, for you later on when you need it. and be consistent in your uploads. Don't be piggybacking off of other people. I mean, it's good to, get their help, seek inspiration, but do your own thing because it's going to be authentic to you, right? Because what they're doing is what they're doing. What you're doing is what you're doing. And people are going to stay because they like you, not because you piggyback off of someone else and they subscribe because they like that other person. All right? Because eventually you're going to lose those people. And that's it. Again, there was no particular direction in which this video was going. I just wanted to get this off my chest because I think somebody needs to hear it. If I'm being honest, I need to hear it. Okay, so I hope it helps someone, whether you're in the firearms industry or any other industry, if you're watching this. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Go pick up your t-shirt. Stop playing, pick up your t-shirt. And I appreciate you guys supporting. I hope you're doing well, treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace.